Joining us now, Mitch Modell. He is the CEO of Modell Sporting Goods. Back with us is Heather and Hillary. Mitch, I want to ask you. I mean, you're from an immigrant family. Your family came here from Russia.
Correct.
The land of opportunity. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps. You guys have created an enormously successful business. What is it about European countries that's so hard to do?
I don't think they have the work ethic that Americans have. You know, when it all comes down to values, American values, you know, you hear about Europeans, they take these long summer vacations and they all talk about the hiatus. In the States, it never happens. If you take a 3-day weekend, people look at you cross-eyed.
And especially if you take it without your cell phone.
Absolutely.
Although you'll be lucky if you had a job when you came back, you know. But Heather, I mean, that is something. We've heard over 30 years, everybody goes to Greece. What do they say when they come back? Those people know how to live. We should be like that. You know, now we're starting to find out, well, exactly why they were able to get away with it so long. But again, Margaret Thatcher's proven right. They've run out of their money, other people's money, and now they're demanding even more money.
Well, and they're hopeless and they're helpless. You know, you talked about the depression, the suicide rates, all of those things. The young people really just don't know what to do with themselves. And now they voted against something, a week ago, that has now been totally overturned, and they're not getting what they voted for.
I don't know how hopeless and helpless. I think there's a lot of wealth, and everyone I speak to who really knows how people live in Greece, they have second homes on islands, they have cars.
How do you have that without any industry?
Because no one
How do you have that without any businesses? What are the businesses there besides tourism?
It's tourism and it's retail. A lot of ships go through Greece. Their population isn't so large that it can't support all of these people. The restaurant business, some of the exporting business, some of the olive industry, olive oil. There is business there. It's just that no one pays taxes and no one says that they really have what they have.
Which is the biggest challenge. I mean, how could you survive in a government where the people are just ripping off the government by not paying taxes?
Right.
Well, you don't go to jail if you don't pay taxes over there, right? I mean, so far, I mean, it's voluntary. Okay, I may or may not pay.
Yeah, it's a cash society.
Did you guys see that swimming pool tax that they finally decided to enforce? So they got helicopters to see who had a swimming pool. You know what the biggest seller thing over there was? The carpet you put over the pool looked like grass from a helicopter. I mean, they're not going to pay these taxes unless someone can go to jail.
I mean, there's definitely a contingent that's doing that, but there's also a contingent there that doesn't have jobs. There's a lot of people who are leaving there. There's a brain drain going on where a lot of those people are leaving and coming here. You know, this is the land of opportunity. Like Mitch said, people come here to work hard. I don't think you see that there, and I think that's going to be a real problem.
People might have lived great there, Mitch, but the fact of the matter is they were living great for the most part on somebody else's dime.
Absolutely. I read a stat last week that there are only 5,000 people that make $100,000 or more a year in that country. How can that be? Impossible.
Wow, you know,
5,000.
It's crazy. I mean, really though, it really is incredible.
Right.
When you think of China a decade ago, 2 decades ago, Sally Struthers on TV crying, "Can we send them something, a nickel, a quarter?" And now they own $1 trillion of our debt. So it can be done. It has, but it's got to be tough. I remember when they were making like $100 a year in China and saving half of it. You've got to get down and dirty. And I just don't know that they've been coddled so long that they're willing to do it, but they may have no choice.
You got to roll up your sleeves the old-fashioned way and get down to work.
What do you think in America? You worried about us going down that path, Mitch?
No. What I'm concerned about is, you know, the consumer confidence. You know, people losing jobs, labor rates going out of control.
But you think the work ethic that you described that your family took advantage of when they came here, that's part of our DNA, right?
Absolutely.
All right, guys.